Hi there, in the name of Christ. How are you doing? Ke karabo. Your girl cranky. It's not really your girl cranky, it's just cranky. I should just say it's cranky. Cause I ain't nobody's girl. Like, yeah. Anyway, what is this? If I'm looking back there, I'm doing not captions, what do you call this? Edits. So with me doing edits in the back, I will be slightly distracted. That's gonna be a thing. Really? That's what we're doing? Oh goodness, well, it's warm. What's up? It is the 17th of December 2023 and I am here. What's up? Okay, whoa, it's hot. Yes, she said I just switched off the fan. Yo, I really I'm gonna get into my hair today because I really want to moisturize it, but I'm very frustrated with what's happening up tops. I need to come up with a hair ignoring strategy. I don't know, like I really do cornrows angazi. I need a way to just leave my hair alone and not be concerned about moisture. I need to be able to moisturize my hair every week and wash it in like a particular state. I need a low manipulation, low effort, little effort hair routine because I just cannot be focusing on this thing on the top of my head. Anyway, so I have a product over here that I mixed up myself. It stays in the deep freezer, then goes back in after I use it. I'm gonna be mixing it up and moisturizing with that. I also brought like some plates and whatnot to mix in. So it is what it is, some bowls. I don't know what to do with my hair. I just know that I can't continue like this. I cannot like go 2 whole weeks without moisturizing the tuft on top. Anywho, what's up? Let me just put some caveats out there. We're not going to be talking about hair, just other things. It is precisely because of all this other stuff that's going on in my life that I can't be focusing on hair. Like, no. Like, it's not gonna happen. I just keep oh, there's like some moisture in my hands. I just keep dreaming about so much, and I have this like violently nefarious cousin. She's extremely evil and she keeps on going back to the drawing board on me, and it's precisely because of stuff like that I really cannot be paying attention to hair, if you know what I mean. So we need to figure out a way around my hair, my godsend hair. Until further notice, we need to figure a way around it so that we can focus on dealing with the wickedness of the earth without worrying about the hair. Let's just put that out there. My hair has grown wonderfully left alone, and when I do hairstyles like this, I basically declare war on my left alone state. I do, and we don't want to do that. I did bring paper towels because every time I'm doing hair I need to just always wipe my hands. I just want to bring the camera a little bit up-ish so as to put my hair in a line of sight too, because we out here wonderfully improving everything. That's what's good. Alrighty, cool guys. You know what? Caveats. What caveats do I have? I have a speech lag. No, I don't. Well, not right now, but I might get one. I don't know. I also have got like that just came out on its own. What's up? Hello. Yes. I have got captions that are not always accurate, and they're also irreverent. Every so often they use a small G for God, and that's not okay, but I don't have time to edit them, neither do I desire to take them out because I like them there. They're cute, so just look out for that. Thankfully, if you can hear, just listen to me and not look at the captions, but they're hard not to look at. Anyway, what else was I gonna say? I speak from my own experience there. I've got, what else? Makeup, yes, app makeup. I'm wearing app makeup. Yeah, so if it bounces around every so often, understand that that's what's going on. Is my method not working really? Like, cause my hair's nice and stretched out. Look at that, like it's so stretched out. I thought that in the center here it wouldn't be stretched out, because in the center here is where it is that like I just kind of like it bulked it. Yeah, I left it. So maybe this does work. I don't know. I mean, just the prospect of doing cornrows at this point, it's just like whatever. But guys, let's just give a round of applause to how jet black my hair is. Look, I've always had black hair, right? No, not actually, but like not this black. And the reason why my hair is this black is because of my interventions. The reason why my hair is never mind this black, also just really healthy, thick, and just doing a thing on its own over here that is lovely. It's because of my interventions. So my hair is doing wonderfully. And I think for someone suffering as we should be dealing with some pretty, falling apart hair because life sucks. But, God, just amen, he has seen it fit to just not let that be a thing. So, hallelujah. However, yeah, we are, Joe, the thing is, I don't even know why I keep saying Joe, because I ain't got no friends. That's what's good. I really desperately want to hook up cornrows, and I can do cornrows, but I am very amateur at them. I'm as amateurish as I am because I taught myself how to do cornrows in the season of sorrow just to try and deal with my hair. And I find that there's so much snagging with my little fingers, big fingers, medium-sized fingers, just the fingers. Yeah, there's so much snagging that happens that I'm concerned that if I keep doing cornrows as a protective style, I'm just gonna lose more hair just putting the cornrows up than not. And that's why I graduated away from them. I moved away from them because I was concerned for the fact that they, mess with my comfort levels concerning hair retention, growth retention, length retention. But we don't know. Look, the hair is growing beautifully, glug, like drinking water. It's like a petrol advert in this country. You would understand if you're South African. If not, do you? Being in a faraway place. Okay, cool. Look, so I don't really know what to do over here. Am I detangled at the back? The hair at the back is especially taxing for me. I don't know, flat twists are better, but I'm not good at them either. And they fall away like the great apostasy, as in they unravel. So I don't know what to do. Should I just moisturize my hair and put it right back where it was? How's that? Because right now, all I need to do is just, partition my hair like this. So far, so good. No hair lost, nothing. Just partition it, Yeah, and then, add moisture. Add moisture, and then add moisture, and then add moisture, add moisture, add moisture, add moisture, and then just put it right back in the same style for, 2 weeks. Do you think it could work? Hey. But then washing it. How's that gonna work? How's washing it gonna work, y'all? How's washing it gonna operate? How are we gonna deal with the wash? I want my hair to be so big that it can all just go in one lipondo. And then that's all I'll do for months. Hey guys, and I just want to leave my hair alone. I really do. Anyway, look, I have such an evil, nefarious beast all up in my grill, and yo, I don't even know what to do. I keep dreaming about this chick. I don't even want to talk about her. This one cousin of mine, I've already communicated a lot about her. She's facing sudden death, but at the same time I'm who isn't? Because it's the tribulation. And if people are all up in walking around in repeat offenses where I am concerned, I said to myself that I'm not going to talk about them again. So we're not going to talk about my cousin. I actually had a different plan. Well, I don't actually plan what I'm going to talk about unless I plan. Unless something comes to me in the middle of the night or in the middle of the day, whatever. Yeah, then I'll be okay, I'll rap on about that. And but then, I'll go to bed, goodness gracious, and then the next, boom, I'm whoa, how many spells are you gonna keep casting? Come on, man, come on, ridiculous. Is that you? Is that what we're doing? Stop with the witchcraft, guys. What more must a person do? What more must a person say? Can you be so jealous? Can you be so defeatist? And never mind defeatist, but can you be so soul destructive? How in the world and the heaven are you just taking in your stride going to hell? How are you just taking that? Nah, somebody just tell me, how many times must a Christian survive you before you believe that there is a God? How many death spells are you gonna cast? How many settle, do what I want you to do spells that a person just resists for a whole decade? How many of them do you have to observe, witness, until finally you are ay, lana ngizolimala? At what point will this cousin of mine get to a point where she's I'm gonna get hurt? I'm thoroughly going to get judged by a holy God? Because Karabo claims that he exists, and well, there's some semblance of evidence that he might. What needs to happen? Yes, guys, I don't know. I don't know what to do with my hair. Should we just I don't want to twist it. Your hair, twist, yes, it. You will spend 10 years on your head, Gazona, and then they will make you look like a drunk like ragamuffin. They will make you look like a drunk Rastafarian. They will make you look like a drunk. I don't like dreadlocks, I'm sorry, and I don't know, I just don't like them, and twists look like dreads, and I don't like dreads. So yeah, they look kinda, they make you look scruffy. Yeah, there's no neatness, it doesn't look good. It's not something you can just sport indefinitely. There are people, however, that rock twists really well, and I don't know what's so special about them. But other people just look really, really shoddy and messy, and I don't want to be one of those because I don't deal with my hair every single day. I really don't know what to do with this stuff on my head. But the stuff on my head is... Okay, look. One. Yeah. Look, it's the last days. Good clear. Except I'm already sure. Am I really gonna attempt over here to do cornrows? You know, guys, my cornrow game is so lackluster. Like... It's just so lackluster. Yo, it's just so lackluster. Like, it's lackluster. Lackluster. My cornrow game is not a game. It's more like, I could say, I don't know what you want to call it, but I'm bad at it. And my hair, here it is that it's dry, and I'm busy manipulating it. Apparently, allegedly, that's just dangerous for 4C hair. But you see, the thing about what's going on here at the top of my head is I'm not trying to manipulate this hair too much. I don't know what to do. I haven't got a clue. I don't know what to do. I'm like Timothy Treadle. I get a cramp in my cheeks and my knees go weak. My shell gets so heavy I could hardly speak. I don't know what to do. I haven't got a clue. I don't know what to do. Yeah, if you're from South Africa, you'll know what that's about. If you're not, I'm sorry. It's that basic. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Yeah, but in terms of wickedness, please, we're gonna talk about the evilness of the world right now. Do you evil randos with your evil rando stuff? But my thing is, how long must a Christian show you that what you're doing is gonna send you to hell? Why tribulation? Why must you wait to basically call the Christians bluff? Because from what I see with this cousin, Ebatong, you know, my hair is kind of tangled, you guys, and that's why cornrows are a go. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? Inhale and exhale. Yes, we're gonna inhale and exhale. I really don't know what under heaven to do over here. My hair, it don't move. My hair. Okay, maybe I should just embark on a detangling journey, just section by section. Seeing as I've already kind of straightened my hair, right? I've straightened it. Is that dandruff? No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Hey, as in, my hair is just ooh, wow, ooh. Like, why would I want to moisturize dandruff? Is it dandruff? My hair's matted, guys. I don't know what to do. Like, I don't detangle, and I don't know what to do. I haven't got a clue. I'm like Timothy Treadle. Ish, guys, like, whoa. Anyway, let me show you my little thing. Right, so, yes, we've got a bowl. We're gonna talk over here briefly. What you're listening to is my little concoction that I made. It's made up of rosemary, cloves, it's made up of onion juice, it's made up of moringa. I meant to say moringa, fenugreek, that's moringa. It's made up of there's turmeric and there's like some stuff. I don't know what's in it, like proper. It's been around for a minute and it's been working for me. It's what's made my hair like this. I did that concoction, and because I don't have preservatives and I don't have time or energy to just keep making it every single week, plus sometimes I don't even have the ingredients, I kept it in a deep freezer, guys, and it's literally still been operational and it has not gone off or whatever for a whole, like, it's been a couple of months. Yeah, with no preservative. Like, it's still working. There's cocoa in there. What's happening? There's cocoa, there's what else? I think there's like some peppers, I don't know, like just stuff. Alright, one day I might tell you what's in the oregano. I think there might be hibiscus, angazi. It's literally just a concoction of stuff, and I put it on my hair every 2 weeks. On the week when it is that I don't put the stuff on, I put on rather baby zang this thing. Is my hair dry? What's going on over there? It's because I haven't moisturized my scalp. Like it's a lang. Yeah, okay, look. I put all that stuff in and then my hair's like, oh yeah, stuff is in. And yeah. Well, these are the results. I don't know if you think these are results, but my hair is super black. Super duper black, and it's thicker than it was before, and it's very unmanageable as a result. But you know, at least it's growing. Even though we can't manage it. It's thick in a way that I can't deal. It's growing in a way that I can't handle it. So I think that means it's successfully doing what I wanted to do. But matting and tangling is a problem for me, and I don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. I've always not known how to deal with my hair. Like, it's literally always been a thing. Ish. My poverty is not nice, you guys. But you know what? Sister gotta learn her own way around life. This is just regular moisture. I should have actually grabbed a lot more of this stuff. A lot more. Ooh, whoa. Anyway, yeah, guys, you know what? Let's just talk about all of this evil all over the everywhere. And I'm just like, you know what? Whatever. Like, do you, ne? Evil all over the everywhere. I wash my hair, I don't know when, like once a month, once every 2. I don't care. I just don't want to be all up in this thing, guys. I don't. Oh, I should have grabbed more spray. Because I have another bottle. I should have gotten the full bottle. There we go. We made the hair wet. Yes. Amen. Ish. Yeah, look. Evil. Whatever. Alright, look. So the Bible says, the scriptures, it is written there in like the very end of the end of the end of the end, like that tribulation time. Oh, that felt so nice, putting that spray in there. I think maybe my hair woes are eradicated, you guys. Like, I feel as if though there's like a detangling effect happening just by putting that spray on. It was like, oh, I don't know, you know? Ish. Now I have to go to the bathroom to fetch the other spray, and I'm just not in the mood. We are not in the mood. But I have to go because I just discovered that just by putting some spray in there, my hair went like, ooh, that was nice. I drank some water. And it was like, ooh, you know? So since my hair was like, ooh, I feel as if though what's important is to fetch the spray. Fetch it like Spotty fetching a frisbee. That was supposed to be funny, like Spotty fetching a frisbee, and then you being like, nice little doggy Spotty. This is my little concoction in here, and this here is the actual spray that I bought from the store that has this thing. So I'm gonna go get the second bottle. Pause. Hey, what's up? Spotty has fetched a frisbee. Since everybody think I'm a dog, this is the one that has nothing in it, and this has a lot. Yeah, same stuff. So let's just finish this and then we'll move on to that. Y'all, okay. You know what, ne? We can look at that, like shrinkage, like psh. Anyway, whatever. This whole evil, random rubbish going on all over the show with witchcraft. All of y'all keep on experimenting. You keep on testing and testing and testing, experimenting, and utilizing the fact that your victims, you're not seeing them breaking through or whatever, or basically surviving or escaping what it is that you do to them, and then you imagine that their lack of survival or escape is your safety. Maybe it is the sorrow of your victims, indeed, because then they don't breathe, you know, even though they would love to breathe again. Breathe again. Your victims would adore to breathe, and you don't want them to breathe very well. You can roam around, walk around with the fact that your victims are not breathing on the earth. Like, you've got that temporary success. Like, here, the stuff is so nicely detangling. It's amazing. It's just amazing. It's so amazing. It's amazing, guys. It's amazing. Braid Sheen spray. Go get it by Olive Miracle. It's got like beautiful ingredients. I've explained before what's in there, so please don't ask me to do it, because then like I'm just not gonna do it. Like I'm not. Anyway, yeah, because we're busy talking about menacing pests over here. Listen up. Just because the people, look, the detangling is even happening at the roots. What a nice surprise. Pleasant. It is a pleasant surprise. Anyway, whatever. Look, y'all, I feel as if though, let me just mix my little concoction so you can understand. Yeah, my little Moringa mixed with concoctionized vibes. It's all brown and stuff. And I mix it with my moisturizer that is an all-in-one. Remember, guys, the other day I made a moisturizer, a body moisturizer. Smells lovely. A body moisturizer that is also a hair moisturizer that has a whole bunch of stuff in it. Yeah, well, this is it. Yeah, type thing. So I'm just gonna go and grab my teaspoon, because you know we have teaspoons in this world. We've got teaspoons. And we just grab the teaspoon and we eat, except not. Wow, okay, so no, that was not funny. Because then there might be people out here trying to eat. Why do I always have shortages? What is wrong with me? What have I ever done? Like, Papa, I went and I grabbed something. Ish. Okay, I have the same moisturizer back there. I have it. I'm just gonna go again, make like Spotty and Fetch. Okay. Yeah, but you see, ish, guys, there's just so much stuff on this bed now. Let me go fetch. Look at me having fetched. That's my body moisturizer. Yeah, my hand moisturizer. Sorry, that's why you're nice. I feel like I've got a whole tub in the bathroom. You guys will remember that I mixed up like so much product when I was out here chatting with you guys the other day. So here's my little mixture with Spotty having been fetched. With the frisbee having been fetched, let's just add a little bit more, because I feel like I might need like a lot more for my hair. It's quite a lot. There's quite a lot. Alright, let's hope that's enough. Like, yo, goodness. Oh, wow. Oh. Alrighty, cool beans and bananas. Yeah, look, guys, mamelang, ne witches. Like, I'm sorry. My cousin is like going back to the drawing board because she doesn't want to be humiliated. And my thing is, okay, whatever, do you? You're just acting like a typical sinner that is literally trying to get away with the murder that they committed. But that's just the thing. You're a typical, that's the operative word, sinner. Like, that's a thing. Sin actually exists, and it's what it is that you're doing. And the only reason sin exists is because there is a holy God in heaven that said so. He said so. He said that sin exists. You know what, guys? I have not trimmed my ends in a minute. I'm not going to trim them today, but I'm just kind of looking at the fact that it appears they're coming back. But I have like not trimmed them in like a year or something. Like, it's been so successful, that whole strategy. Anyway, whatever, next time, not right now. Okay, yeah, this cousin of mine, you're just a typical sinner. That's what's good, but that's the thing, that's what you are, a sinner. And so because you're a sinner, you're gonna be judged by a holy God. You ought to know that that's like a whole thing, because you confirmed that spirits are real, meaning that there must be a God. There's a creator, there's something otherworldly that happens on earth when you dabble with it, and you have experimented and tested these things and confirmed that they're true. That's the thing about my cousin. Wow, she is devilish. Just walking the streets of South Africa unfettered, and it's very uncomfortable to have to deal nalo satani lona, because I don't know what to do anymore, because I'm tired of talking about her. Like, I'm tired of talking about anyone. I'm tired of talking about the guy in America. Like, I'm just exhausted with all of these people constantly just calling the bluff of God. They are constantly just calling his bluff. Okay, this concoction of mine smells like rosemary, smells like cocoa. Okay, fenugreek, I guess maybe fenugreek, because it smells like maple syrup. It's just a combination, and it smells like herbs and spices. Let's just put that out there. Enkhajaka turmeric, I have to smell it each time to make sure that it's not gone off, and it hasn't. Okay, I've been using this for months, and when I'm done mixing it up in my concoction over here, I mix it with my moisturizer. Okay, it smells like cocoa butter. The whole thing ends up smelling like cocoa butter. What's here? What's in my little thingy-mabobby? What did I spill in here? 1 minute. What is this? Like a little blanket. Whatever. It's like, yeah. Anyway, whatever. Maybe my hair. My hair al dikojana. Oh goodness. That would be little blankies that are in your hair, like fabric in your hair that get left there because, I don't know, you wear cotton didugos. I wear didugu like regular. I don't wear satin scarves, not because I don't want them, but because I don't have them. I don't have money. Okay, well, like, there's a speech lag over there. So this is the concoction. I mix it in. Now you can see it is like a brown liquid type establishment thing. Oh, there's also linseed in here, so it's got that whole linseed vibe. In other words, it's like jelly. Yeah. Okay, don't add too much because it has to be moisture texture. It has to be the texture of a conditioner or a moisturizer. And this is what I use on my hair as a moisturizer leave-in every second week. And it has just bolstered this mane. Yo, okay, there it is. I'm gonna mix it until it's all nicely blended in. And then this is what we're gonna be using for our C component of LCO. It's my homemade moisturizer, and frankly, I would have made it permanently like this and stored it in like the bathroom cabinet or whatever if I had a preservative. Like if I could buy a preservative that'll make sure that my product will last 6 months to a year, that's what I would have done. But I have to keep it in the deep freezer and keep mixing it like this every single new week. Anyway, every single new second week. And like I said, it works like a charm. Okay, so I got my own little hair butter, cool beans and bananas, and as usual it smells like cocoa. After mixing it, it smells like cocoa. Like cocoa is what takes over out of all the ingredients in here. Okay, cool beans, guys, whatever. Yeah, look, God is real. He totally exists. Let's just put that out there. All right, he's the real deal. And when you feel as if though there's no evidence, when you feel as if though there's no evidence of him, whereas you have confirmed the evidence of Satan, on that day you are walking in a reprobate mind. Do you understand? You are walking in a reprobate. Okay, there's my little hair custard. You're walking in a reprobate mind. All right, and that reprobate mind, if at all you're walking in it unfettered, it means that that's what God will leave you to, hand you over to, until he personally will judge you. He no longer can any human being reach you for any reason and sense. People can't talk sense into you. And so because ain't no street evangelist reaching you, because ain't no tele-evangelist reaching you, because nobody, no preacher, no teacher, your own mama, because nobody can talk sense to you, then on that day God will be the one to be like, I told you I exist through Karabo, I told you I exist through Pinky, through Newo, I told you I exist through Tabang and Peter. And for months on end you acted a fool in the run up to your death. I even warned you that you're dying. I even warned you through those servants of mine that if you don't stop this wicked thing, you're gonna die. I showed that I exist by the fact that people found you wanting. They happened upon you doing a strange thing. On the side of the street, thoroughly in all of your nakedness. Unzo lawyer, you were caught, you were busted, and that was your grace, that was your mercy, and you still didn't repent. You only told yourself that all that I am right now is busted. So to make sure that the person that I bewitched never ever tells on me, to make sure that the person that I bewitched never ever gets to a point where they are successfully telling the whole planet what I did, I'm gonna bury them, I'm gonna hide them, I'm gonna put them in a casket, and I'm going to make sure ukuthi akuna muntu omlalelayo. When that is you, when that's what you're out here rolling around as in these unfortunate streets, honey, that's when God is gonna be like, Yazin, I'm done with you, I'm done. This cousin, like, I'm sorry, like, I keep dreaming about her, and it's been happening like pretty much like every week. I'm like 3 times. This chick is oh busy. She's extremely busy with me. She is extremely busy with me. And I feel like she practices in her own capacity, and every so often she pays sorcerers and whatnot. And then my thing with that activity of hers is the day is going to arrive when anyone. She's running away. She is a fugitive. Do you understand? And one day she's going to run into a car accident. I told you guys that she's going to die suddenly. This morning I heard the Lord tell me, after wreaking havoc, still cursing me, trying to make me settle, using my little sister. The thing is, she's busy bewitching my little sister to be my replacement. So she is like worsening the spiritual state of my little sister. Like my little sister already she is kind of cray in the sense that she is persecuting of me with everybody else. And so when then I keep using this scripture over and over and over again, that to basically discourage people from continuing in wickedness. Offenses will come. That's what the Bible says. Offenses will come, but woe to the man through whom those offenses come. And so if you are the instigator of offenses, if you are the person that causes the offenses, woe to you. And my cousin, my little sister is whack. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. She is extremely abusive, extremely persecuting of me. And the reason why she is like that is because people have persecuted me in front of me for years, and she's like a child soldier. I keep describing her as a child soldier. I told you guys that my whole family has turned kids against me. My entire family has turned kids growing up around me to undermine me. And so I keep on with next. Like the kids in the family all treat me like trash because their parents taught them rubbish. That's basically what I'm trying to explain to you guys right now. Their parents taught them utter trash. And so now habambone next and hababone my God next. They just think that my Christianity is a waste of time and I'm nobody. They undermine the living daylights out of me. And the way that these kids are to me is because of their parents. It's because of the grown-ups in the family. So offenses came in that these kids have sinned. But according to the Bible, woe to the man through whom these offenses come. Woe to the one through whom they come, right? So my little sister's attitude and mistreatment of me is because of the way that everyone has treated me in front of her. So her offenses came. True story. Indeed. Her offenses came. Her sins indeed came. However, woe to the ones through whom these sins have come. And this rebellious, disrespectful kid that has made me basically not be able to stand her when she's in the room, having reduced me to a little servant, thinks I am her maid, thinks I am nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah, I can't stand her. That much is a given fact. I don't get along with my little sister in the worst way. Like in the worst way. Harutlane. We don't even talk. Because she's it's like I'm her maid. Yeah, that's how things work up in this monster. However, I don't lose sight of understanding of how it is that she even graduated to that point. I don't lose sight of gauging why ale so. Why and it is because of the way that the grown-ups in the family have mistreated me for years. And it's one thing to influence a child, to mistreat a person or to disrespect an adult, do you understand? By just influence in your own personal capacity, where it is that you mistreat Karabo in front of some kids, and then these kids undermine Karabo. They treat Karabo like trash. It's one thing to go out like that, and then it's another to use witchcraft to now manipulate the mind of that child, to mistreat or to disrespect a parent, to manipulate that child to disrespect an elder, that kid to disrespect a teacher, to basically make a kid wayward, to make that child just the bane of God's existence, like something that is intolerable in the sight of God. That's another thing altogether. That is like just on another level of wickedness that the Lord will not take. He just will not tolerate it. And I have seen I don't know how many dreams of this cousin of mine are busy with my little sister, just busy with her, because she has used my mom against me. She has used pretty much anything that she can throw in my direction. She has thrown it. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it appears nothing is working. So now obatla go nketsa mona ka my little sister on some sheba ntho e ngwana ko heno a etsang. Look at everything that your little sister is doing and watch her thrive and grow and progress past you until Karabo, you will do exactly what I want you to do. If anything, basically what they're trying to do is pressurize me into settling. And I almost said fornicating, because that's exactly what they want me to do. They want to pressurize me into fornicating. They want to pressurize me into taking anything that comes my way by causing me to look at my little sister as yo moto enelengwana. I'm a whole 16 to 17 years older than her, and she was a kid just yesterday in school uniform. Now she has a job, and she's going to Utlong Feta, and I'm just going to look dumb. I'm going to look dumb and I'm just going to look stupid sitting here waiting for just this God, this Jesus, this whatever. So they are desperate, and in their desperation are literally trying to get me to covet, envy my little sister because of the fact that she was raised in this ridiculous climate, right? And they want me to be like, if she's growing and doing what she's doing with her life, and I'm sitting here basically gathering dust, the day is going to arrive when she is so successful and I'm literally still sitting here get so far. But they're scared of me. They're intimidated by my testimony in Christ. They're intimidated by my waiting on the Lord. And so they're trying to use anything to cause me to hastily just walk in sin, hastily just grab a future, hastily just get a husband and married before my little sister gets proposed marriage to. They want me to just hastily have a baby before my little sister has her pregnancy. They want me to just hastily just do anything at all, just anything, like anything before she does it. And I don't know how many times I've seen dreams where she gets used against me, and one of the biggest users of her spiritually, where it is that she's being manipulated, and hence why I tell Lasona she cannot help, but treat me like trash, because over and above me being mistreated in her presence, there is then also spiritual manipulation helping her along. And I've had so many such dreams, and I've spoken about some of them, and I'm like, so I'm not looking at my little sister as a barometer or a gauge for my success in life. I'm looking at God. Do you understand? And hell will freeze over before I ever compete with a Gen Z as a millennial. I will never win. I will literally never win. Hell will literally freeze over on the day when I go and I grab a person that's like, I'm old enough to be their mom, and then compete with them. Because then on that day, I will end up just like my mother, where you go and you grab your own daughter and you compete with her so badly that you don't want her to get anywhere in life. Hell will freeze over first. So the fact that they're trying to compete me with a person that is entirely out of my league, I'm not in her league, she's not in mine. She is a completely different generation of a person. And so therefore it is irresponsible, as it is indeed similarly irresponsible for any older person to think they can successfully compete with a kid. You will get hurt. Like, literally just gauge at your own colleagues. Look at your own peers. Look at your own peers if at all you want to enter into some kind of a spirit of competition. Because if you go and you fetch children, you're gonna look like those deadbeat old celebrities out here getting all different kinds of nasty plastic surgery to look like the 22-year-old on the market. You will get hurt. Like, compete with those that are truly in your league. Compete with those that are actually truly in your league. And even then, be godly about it. Like, recognize that ugly competition is not of God. Tripping people up so they don't get anywhere is not of God. And so really, faster is what's going to make you sin. Like the stuff that's going to make you cut corners. The thing that's going to make you bewitch your colleagues so you can be number one. That's what happens when you are in a spirit of ugly competition. Competition should be based, do you understand, on talent, skill, and you using yours as best as you possibly can to perhaps come up tops above another person. But the moment you cut corners and use, like I said, witchcraft, like sabotage, all different kinds of nasty underhanded tactics, on that day you're sinning and you are taking for granted that there is no God. You are literally taking for granted that there's nobody that's going to handle you for what you're doing. I am a person that was kicked out of a competition pool with my peers by dirty means, and those dirty means are precisely the reason why today they now want me to be just like them. To get to where they got. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I chose Jesus. So the reason why I'm stranded behind and basically getting essentially the tantamount of nowhere in life is because I won't use shoddy, underhanded means to be better than my peers, because I was using the right methodologies to be better than my peers, to compete successfully with my peers, to get to where I needed to get, and so therefore be promoted, or I guess give credit to where it's due to the best man that actually won with my peers. I was competing with my peers and my peers were competing with me, but they were dirty in their competition. They essentially fixed matches. That's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. They fixed matches. They made sure that people don't get anywhere that are not them. They ensured, they ascertained the failure of those with whom they are competing, and in so playing dirty, then literally manufactured more dirty players in the game. Gamers made a decision that they are all going to play dirty because everybody's playing dirty, and that's just the thing that will put you in the Hunger Games ultimately. That's the thing that is going to put you in the Squid Game ultimately. When you will do anything for money, when you will do anything for number one status, you will disrepute yourself in so doing. In the long run, in order for you to come out number one on the other side, you literally bewitched iskim sakho sonke sabangani. I have a friend enjalo from high school. One of my girls from high school made a decision. Like scheme kaufela nearly 7, and she was nearly 7, including her. And what is this? What decided Uguti yena? She's going to be the most successful out of all of us, and while that can be an ambition that you can write down on your bucket list, everything. Yeah, then the way that you must palakarabo, girl, is bala wankutwa upalakarabo. What is this? Acquire upalakarabo. Go to the gym more times a week than karabo. Do more, essentially, than karabo, so you can conquer karabo. Like, study, take out more majors in varsity than karabo. Work hard like a dog, burn the midnight oil for 10 extra hours than karabo, so that you can achieve the success of being better than karabo. One day in the future, gloat to karabo on some karabo. I'm better than you. Look, I've been promoted to the leader of my particular team in just a year. When it took you 3 years, so ki go padile. Yeah, by all means on that day, literally I will give you your plaque and you will put it on a wall and I will congratulate you, give credit where it's due. I'll sit down, I'll take the silver medal any day when you were an honest competitor. I was sleeping, do you understand? When you were busy running, when you were busy jogging, you were burning the midnight oil, while I was busy snoozing. Snooze button, or delay, procrastinator. If that is what under heaven that happened, then by all means, when you finally won, when you have finally conquered and prospered, and when you have finally come out on the other side, the creme de la creme, when on the other side, solely the thing ain't making sense. Do you understand? Yeah, hey, Karabo will be like, hey son, if only I studied harder, if only I had run faster, if only I had trained more, if only I had stayed in the office longer hours, I might just have beaten this girl or even been on the same level as her, but now she's number one. I will take bronze any day. I will take silver any day, do you understand? Maybe even nothing at all, because there's number 2 and 3 elsewhere, not me. I will take second place any day, insofar as the spirit of competition was fair. And that's what I was basically operating in. I was set up for failure by, I guess, the irresponsibility of my own mom. And that's what caused me to have to, drop out of university. And however, because I was made to be Gomurahu, I was saddened by that. But then I took myself back to school. I studied and I worked at the same time while they all got to basically finish their degrees full time with no distractions of work, with parents paying their fees. And I did both things at the same time, while all of them did not have any such challenges, and I still slayed them. Kinale those challenges. And this chick made a decision in my number 1 spot. So since she removed me from my number 1 spot, with me having been set up for failure by circumstances in my life, yeah, she was like, I'm sorry, as in nobody is going to be above me. And so she bewitched Skim Kaufela, Sakos Kolong. When you are that thing, when you're that thing, consequences. When now you are being ransacked by Indaba Yoguti, you are this brazen beast who has climbed up the corporate ladder. Do you understand? Osebedisa marapo abatu baba, you have used the bones of other people as a step ladder, up the corporate ladder. And so essentially your prosperity, your success is a farce. It's a ruse. It's not the real deal. Abanye abantu have been set up for failure by you. And so when everybody's out just celebrating your number 1 status, you know deep down in your core and in your members, I know this is not the real deal. I fixed the match. Can you ever have any sense of achievement on that day? Of course not. So what are you going to do? People that you did knock out of the competition, that refused to play dirty and are still on the state and the biggest fear that wicked, crooked people have are honest people, the righteous. I was watching some time ago. I used to watch Gotham, you know, that DC show on Netflix, And what is this? One of the head honcho crime bosses in Gotham, the lead one, Falcone, thank you, Don Falcone, said this. And my heart kind of sank when he said it, and I was all saddened, but nonetheless I kept watching because it was the story of my life. Okay, given that I watched it while in the sorrow that I am in right now. Don Falcone said that an honest man is not good for business in a crime state like Gotham. Our biggest enemy as I guess like a criminal syndicate are honest people. And he was speaking to that main cop guy, the lead police guy, Jim. Yeah, he was talking to Jim about how it is that he was trying to counsel Jim because Jim's dad used to be friends with Don Falcone. And Falcone was telling Jim, dude, the only reason why I'm having compassion and mercy on you is because I respect your late father. Your dad was my boy. But really and truly, what you're trying to achieve here in Gotham, dream on. Because an honest man, an honest cop, an honest police officer in the Gotham Police Department, right? GCPD. That's what's good. Gotham City Police Department. Honest cops are rare in a state that is a criminal state. Like, for crying out loud, what was it? Maroney that owned the police force, right? The police force is owned by a gangster. So you don't stand a chance against even your own colleagues at the GCPD who are working for me. They are working for Maroney, who works for me.
And so you're basically kind of wasting time right now as an honest man trying to effect justice in a corrupt city that is a crime state, that is run by the police. So literally go and find another job, find another career. Like, I would encourage you to look for another career, because in Gotham, if you want to be honest, you cannot be a police officer. Like, you cannot be an honest police officer in a crime state, because it's not going to do anything for you. Honest men and women are bad for the business of criminals. And so what do criminals do when they're dealing with honest men and women? They want to kill them. They want to neutralize them. They want to get rid of them. And so you're always going to be in danger in the climate of dishonest freaks, even if they have succeeded to knock you out of the workforce, even if they have succeeded to remove you from public society, and you are now literally begging for bread on the side of the street. Even if that's what you're doing, they won't let it go, because of the fact that they understand that you don't have to be begging for bread, insofar as you will agree to be crooked. And so it is the honesty of the hobo that is a threat, because to them they inherently understand that the day might arrive when this honest hobo finally gets a breakthrough. This honest hobo, when then they get a breakthrough, it's the end of my life. So now what they will do is try to force the hobo to be dishonest or die. And that's exactly what my cousin is trying to do. She is using my little sister, literally causing my little sister to continue to, look, she would have just continued to disrespect me without a charge, without being helped. She would have continued. Because this is a bad thing, I should probably not do it. My little sister did not need any help. That's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. To mistreat me from my cousin, because she already had just kind of worn that disposition. It was just the way that she it is the way that she is. But there is an exacerbatory sorcery operating at present coming from my cousin. Yes, like it, I'm ripping my hair at this point because Nake feels like all of these knots, and I just feel as if though fine. I'll start from the bottom, really. This thing with hair, like I don't have time for this. I do not have time for this. Why must I detangle for so long one little section? So I'm going to literally rip the stuff out. If at all it messes with my length retention, it's just this one time. Going forward, I'll be a better girl, I promise. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, that's what's going on, Lana. So seeing as Ikaznyam is busy, like no man's business, literally trying to make my little sister worse than what she already is, all I can think about is what am I supposed to do with this woman? Because she's like Don Falcone trying to counsel Jimmy, or what was his name, the like lead cop guy there, to just give up on his career as a GCPD member, because Otlo Lemala trying to fight criminals in a crime state that are running even the police department. Like, you're just gonna get hurt when you get told in Defela to give up by evil people or join them. If you can't beat them, join them. That's when you must push harder, because the wicked, it is written in God's word that when they rule and reign, it's pretty much the typical example of Elisha, who was told that those who are with us are more numerous than those who are with them. You understand what I'm saying? Elisha was comforted, or the servant of Elisha was comforted by the understanding that even though the army of the other side might seem vast and impregnable and like a fortified fortress or whatever, and something that we cannot conquer, bottom line is open your eyes, because those who are with us are more numerous than those who are with them. The Bible makes it clear, overt, according to the scriptures, that when a wicked man rules, when a wicked man reigns in the city, everybody mourns. People cry. When wicked people run the show, there is actually sorrow in the land. There is actually sorrow. There is no way that a crime state, a syndicate, can be thriving in any city and every citizen be okay, every citizen be happy. No, the citizens of that city are groaning, they are moaning, but they're scared, they're cowering, they're scared to speak out. They would never ever stand up against Falcone. Do you understand what I'm saying? But even though they would in their own capacity never ever stand up against Falcone, bottom line is they don't like him running the show, because nobody is okay. Nobody can successfully do what they want to do when a wicked man is running the show, taxing people beyond what they can afford, and essentially recruiting your sons and your daughters into gangs that you don't want them to join. When wicked people rule, the nation mourns. When wicked people rule, the nation wails. There is no stability when the wicked are in power in any ecosystem. And so because of a lack of stability, the city, the country, the land at large will be in mourning. And because they will be in mourning, the observation of the mournful spirit of the country will cause criminals to try and destroy the righteous that are trying to foster peace, because they understand that the righteous have referent power. The righteous have got influential power. The righteous are like, how can I describe this? The righteous are like the queen that's been arrested or held hostage by peasants that are swinging on chandeliers in their castle. And so there is no order in the land. It's just anarchy. Everybody's looting. Everybody's doing what they have to do to get ahead. Everybody is merely just going through life. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're not really living. They're just merely surviving. And when, however, the righteous rule, people don't survive. They start to thrive. They don't merely survive. They start to thrive. And the wicked low-key know that that's a thing. During a time when I was prosperous, when I was successful, when I was allowed to do what I wanted to do, the family, the whole entire family that is immediate and extended was happy. Everybody was cool. People were breaking bread. We were seeing each other frequently. We were among each other as friends. I still had my friends. I had everything in my life. And people were generally happy. At MTN, where I used to work, there was a happiness. There was, so what is this? Work satisfaction. Staff was glad. Yeah, but then there came a time when crooked people started to rule and reign, and everybody started to droop in their constitution. Everybody started to walk around with their faces to the ground. Everybody started to just, make themselves invisible so as to not be too noticeable by the wicked. The evil that were now running the show, people were actively avoiding getting on their bad side. And when you are no longer thriving and bouncing up and down, but merely getting from day to day so as to not be noticed by the gang in the city, there is no joy on that day. And that's what South Africa has been reduced to. My family, it has been reduced to this empty, hollow thing that's doing we don't know, but it's not family. My whole family has been reduced to nothingness by the wicked that have taken it over. When I was successful, having worked like a dog to get to where I got, everybody was congratulating me and everybody was basically glad for my prosperity. And then one day my cousin rocked up and pulled the rug from under my feet, converted her mother into a, what do you call this thing? Into a bandit, converted her dad into a bandit, converted her sister into a bandit, converted the whole family into this clandestine secretive thing that is hiding Karabo. They're all hiding me. They all have done something to me, but because of the fact that they know I'm completely innocent, I am now the bane of their existence. They have hidden me, and so there's no more joy in the family, just a whole bunch of gaslighting and pretense. Just a whole bunch of gaslighting and pretense. So when people are that, when you are that evil man, when you are that evil woman that has made everybody walk around you as on tippy toes. I already told you guys that my cousin, the way she's so evil, her younger sister fears her. One more time. She is scared to get on her bad side. I have said that over and over and over again, and I will continue to reiterate on the matter. She is scared of her sister because her sister is a loose cannon. She is a loose cannon. Hauna nto that she is not prepared to do. So if at all her younger sister were to make a decision to support me, she is facing essentially the risk of in and of herself being afflicted by her older sister. Into oblivion if she supported me. So initially she started out supporting me, my younger cousin, on some, but why is this being done to Karabo? And then one day I just lost every ounce of support. Because the wicked work by intimidation. They work by fear and intimidation. Do you understand? They don't influence people to choose them. They scare people into choosing them. They freak people out into choosing them. And so when you freak people out, when you make people choose you because, like I said, you that Satan. That's what's good. On that day, you don't really have power, do you? You just have this whole intimidating thing that you're doing. On that day, on that day, you are umugwajisi. You are gwajisaring the whole country here. Uyagwajisa again. That's what you're doing. You're running after people like you are a bully. That's what you are. You are out here like on some, anyway, to people. And so they are cowering to what it is that you are. People are scared of poverty. People are scared of want and of hunger. First Angela. People are nervous to struggle to feed abantwana babo, struggle to pay for their mortgages, their car installments. People don't want to find themselves unemployed all of a sudden. People do not want to find themselves in a bad bunch. It's what I'm trying to explain to ya. Alright? And so granted that people do not want to be found wanting in that regard. They will do anything to maintain their stability, their peace, and their security. They will do anything to maintain it. And if there is somebody threatening that, if at all you decide to stand for someone that I don't like you standing for, they will abandon lo muntu loyo. They will ditch them like Waitsikingi, like falling into a pit, like quicksand. They will ditch them like quicksand. They will ditch them like quicksand. They will let a person drown that they feel sorry for, that they're uncomfortable that is happening to them. They will say in their minds, but Karabo should be working. Karabo should be okay. Why is this happening to Karabo? This is weird. Like, things should not be this extreme below. You cannot disenfranchise umuntu kangaka. Kanti, how much of her do you want to be gone? Can you not just let the poor chick at least minimum? She must add a minimum, just be more normal. Somewhat semblance of a normal life. But to go and utterly shatter and disenfranchise a person to a point of oblivion, this is extreme, but I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there, and I'm not going to therefore make a comment. Like, upon people making an observation of the extreme evil, diabolicalism of my cousin, upon making that kind of observation, like, literally, a lot of them just were like, they hunkered down. Do you understand? They were like, they thoroughly made a decision that rather than be a victim of hard knock, I would much rather pretend that this did not happen. Like, literally going on right ahead to manufacture a whole chunky elephant in the room. And that's what my cousin did in the whole family. That's what she did to her own sister. She made people that I was very close with, that we all broke bread together, like, and like literally just accept and not even talk about me among each other. Like that awkwardness of Karabo not being at birthdays, at brides, at baby showers, at weddings. The awkwardness of Karabo not being there at like the family events has been just, people are gliding over it. Elephant in the room. It's written in God's word that do not support a person that is a fugitive from justice, because they are going to be a fugitive for life. A person that's running away from a crime they've committed, ungabasizi, do not help them, because then they will be a fugitive for life. In the same way that my relatives are now fugitives standing for my cousin. Is that basic? Like, her whole family have become bandits, fugitives, running away from the crimes that my cousin has committed. Yeah. And Abagwazupuma. So are those people happy or glad? Or are they merely just kind of getting through the day, skating on thin ice? That's what's good. When the wicked reign, when they rule at the expense of the righteous, the land mourns. They cry. But when the righteous are redeemed, when they get out and they therefore now run the show, the ecosystem rejoices. So I am righteous in that regard, and I am in some kind of a homeless shelter. I'm living underground. Do you understand? I've been ostracized. I've been marginalized from my own people. And the wicked are running the show. And while they might make like Pablo Escobar and every so often give, like donations to people living in the slums of Brazil, bottom line is, he is a terrorist. And most people can't stand his reign of terror. Most people want peace. Most people don't want the wars that he keeps on declaring on the people of Colombia. That's what's good. So when the guy dies, there is a rejoicing in the majority of this of the land. When he dies, there is rejoicing in most people's hearts, because they're sick and tired of running and running and running and running and running. And this cousin of mine is like the Pablo Escobar of the freaking family. Like, she is a beast. She is exorbitantly evil, and she wants to finish She wants to finish it with the hope that nobody is going to spot notice that Karabo was made to sit down and do nothing for years. She is currently attempting to make me sin against God by doing whatever it takes for me to get out from this before my little sister catches up with me. Like, that is, like, she's literally, I don't know how many times she has used my baby sister in dreams. And the dream that I got last night was not just of my baby sister, but a man, like some Gen Z. How many, guys, yes, how many times must I keep saying Gen Z? I've been speaking for an hour. Let's save this and move to the next part.